Howdy folks, we're here today to do a little picking for you at Mitch's Pickin Parlor. It's the Red Shed Sessions and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. My name's Davis Tucker. A little song about a gal from down in Louisiana. I hope you never run into her. It's called Marie Laveau. Down in Louisiana where the black trees grow lives a voodoo lady named Marie Laveau. She got a black cat's tooth and a mojo bone. Anyone who wouldn't leave her alone, she'd go, ooh, another man done gone. She lives in a swamp in a hollow log with a one-eyed snake and a three-legged dog. She got a bent, bony body and stringy hair, and if she ever seen y'all messing around there, she'd go, ooh, another man done gone. Then one night when the moon was black, into the swamp come a handsome Jack, a no-good man like you all know, and he was looking around for Marie Laveau. He say, Marie Laveau, you lovely witch, said, give me a little charm that'll make me rich. Say, give me $1 million, honey, and I'll tell you what I'll do. This very night I'm gonna marry you. It'll be ooh, another man done gone. Marie done some magic and she shook a little sand. She made $1 million and she put it in his hand. She giggled and she wiggled and she said, hey, hey, I'm getting ready for my wedding day. Well, old handsome Jack, he said, goodbye, Marie. You too damn ugly for a rich man like me. Marie started mumbling, her fangs started gnashing, her body started trembling, and her eyes started flashing. She went, whoa, another man done gone. So if you ever get down to where the black trees grow and you meet that old voodoo lady named Marie Laveau, if she ever asks you to make her your wife, man, you better stay with her for the rest of your life, or it'll be ooh, another man done gone. Y'all know what it'll be. It'll be ooh, another man done gone. It's just a fun one. It's just a fun one. It's just a fun one. This next song's one that was written by my late son Joey Tucker. It's a good little song about somebody stealing his little red wagon from his grandpa's house. He recorded it out in Nashville. He didn't know he was going to record it, but I had him lay it down at Danny and Timmy's house, and it got put on my CD, Middle of the Road Redneck album. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a good little tune. Somebody stole my little red wagon, now my poor old tail will be dragging, and I gotta find another way home. I just bought a brand new wheel, I can't see why someone would steal the only thing that I had to call my own. Little red wagon, come back to me, little red wagon. I'm getting tired of walking, little red wagon. You were right outside, little red wagon. Miss you so much I could cry. Grandpappy bought it for me when I was 5. I was the happiest boy alive, and then somebody came and took it away. I looked up and I looked down, looked all over this whole dang town, but my little red wagon cannot be found. Little red wagon, come back to me, little red wagon. I'm getting tired of walking, little red wagon. You were right outside, little red wagon. Miss you and Joe Bob so much we could cry. Yes. This is a little song. A friend of mine gave me this title years ago. It's called She Ain't Gone for Good, She's Gone for Bad. And it took me 20 years and 45 minutes to write this song. Yeah, you understand. I had a chorus and that was it for 20 years. You songwriters will understand that. Goes something like this. Prettiest girl in town, sweetest little peach for miles around. Thought she'd be my wife for the rest of my life, but now I see it wasn't meant to be. She ain't gone for good, she's gone for bad. Shattered every dream we ever had. Don't know why she's running, where she's running to. All I know is her leaving left me blue. All I ever wanted. Thought she was all I'd ever need. But like a sad country song, trouble came along. heartache brought me to my knees. Maybe I'll get over her someday, but for now my heart is full of pain. Maybe she'll change her mind, come back like a nursery rhyme, but for now all I can do is pray. For good, she's gone for bad. Shattered every dream we ever had. Don't know why she's running, where she's running to. All I know is her leaving left me blue. She left me so sad. She ain't gone for good, she's gone for bad. This song, everybody said, should have been a #1 hit, but it's not. I wish it was. If anybody's out there listening and would like to record this thing, it's on BMI, and I'm the publisher and the writer, and so give me a call. It's called Hideaway.
My name is Gracie Snow. This is Davis Tucker, and we're here at Mitch's Pickin Parlor, the Red Shed Sessions. Thank you so much for coming out today, Davis.
Well, thank you for having me, Gracie.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
So I really want to talk about, well, a lot of things, but first of all, how did you get into playing music?
Well, I was about 7, 8 years old, and I was watching TV with my dad, and the Buck Owens show was on, and I said, "Daddy, see what that guy's doing?" He said, "Who, Buck?" I said, "No, that other guy." And it was Don Rich, his guitar player, played lead guitar and fiddle for him, sang high harmony. I said, "That guy, what he's doing, that's what I want to do." So when I turned 8 years old on my birthday, they got me a K guitar, which is a little cheap, inexpensive guitar. I think it was made out of plywood, and it had baling wire for strings. Somehow I learned to play it. So that's kind of where I am with it.
So what age were you playing your first shows?
We did the middle school dance, which back then we had middle school, so we were graduating from middle school that year, and had a little band, some buddies of mine, and we knew about 3 or 4 songs, and so they hired us to come play the middle school dance because we were the only band at the school. Yeah. So we played, and we made $5 a piece, and all the little girls were going woo and clapping at the end of it, and we just did those same 4 songs over and over till we were done. But it was great. It was great.
Well, you knew those songs really well when you were done.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. We didn't have to rehearse those again. No. And then I learned to play bass guitar. My dad worked for a fellow who had these 2 brothers, and he played a triple neck lap steel. His name was Les Waldrop, and his brothers played the big old Gretsch guitars. Had another little fellow named Floyd Lamb, and he played jazz master, and he was more of a jazz player. Mm-hmm. But we were all doing square dance, stuff. So they needed a bass player. So Daddy bought me a Fender bass and a Precision. I learned to play, note it, play it. Went over and played them. Every Saturday night, I was making $20.
That's 15 more than you made at
I was a rich 14-year-old.
Yeah. So when did you start? I know you played some original songs today, a few of them. So when did you start writing your first songs?
Probably in the mid-'70s. I met a fella, and I was telling you earlier, a fellow named Byron Hill, who was a big-time songwriter, producer in Nashville. And we were on the same little circuit in Winston-Salem where he was from. And we'd get together, and he'd help me, with a song. I had something I was trying to write, and he came over to help me and told me how to do it, and do this, don't do that, and just the ins and outs of it, because he was a good writer then, and now he's famous. So yeah, I'm proud to know him though. He's a good fella.
Yeah,
good fella, and he taught me a lot.
So I know you gave me a little tidbit of advice that you got from him, but if you had to share some of specifically your own advice with some people that are up and coming and wanting to work on their songs and write more, what would you tell them?
The main thing is to keep it simple and understandable for people, that's something that they can relate to. Yeah. And use as few words as possible to relay your message. Yeah. Because ifs, ands, and buts, you can sometimes leave those out, and it just flows better, so that's what you try to do. Yeah. Just not clutter things, basically. Yeah. I've noticed that in recording. Live performances, you're going all out, but in the studio, the simpler you keep it, the better it sounds. Yeah. So
how old were you when you recorded your first song?
Let's see. Gosh, I was probably in my late 40s, early 50s. I'm 71 now. So, it was probably then. I went and recorded my first solo album, Silvertone Memories, which was a song I wrote about my uncle, Enoch, who was my mom's twin sister's husband. He taught me how to play a few things. As a matter of fact, he taught me how to play the Wildwood Flower. And we'd all gather, we'd gather at Grandma's house in the mountains, and all the family would come in from out of town, and we'd all get together. So he taught me how to play that on my guitar, and he had this Silvertone guitar with the case, and all, and I really liked that thing. I said, boy, I'd like to have that. He said, I tell you what, you learn to play the Wildwood Flower all the way through without making a mistake. Next time I come back, you play it for me, and if you do it, it's yours. I went home with it. Yeah. Then somebody stole it in Winston-Salem.
Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible.
That's life.
Yeah.
I'm not the first musician who's had stuff
I
stolen.
know.
Probably won't be the last.
Yeah. No, I've seen a couple posts this year from people that are local that said they've gotten their stuff stolen. So if you're out there and you're watching, you took those guitars, you better give them back, because that just ain't right.
That's right.
Give Tuck his guitar back.
I want my Silvertone.
So I know that you recorded a handful of albums with my dad. So when did you start recording with my dad?
I think it was the gospel album. No, wait a minute. Well, no, it was Joey's album. My son Joey Tucker, who recently died back in 2006. He had laid down some stuff at another studio, and we had a little fight to get the music, but we got it. And the Lord told me that Joey's music will be used for the greater glory of God and not the satisfaction of man. I knew right then that we were going to get the music back. Yeah. And we did. Yeah, it cost a little money, but everything costs money. But we got it back, and we worked on it because he had everything down except bass and drums on it, and just a few little parts that we needed to go in and manufacture some stuff, because he left some things out that needed to be. And so your dad was a genius at this. We would go through and just pick it apart and add notes and till we got it just like it should have been, like he would have wanted it. Yeah. And so we did that one, and that was called Tracks I Left Behind, was his album that we put out after he had passed. And all the proceeds from it, I've never sold one. I give them away, and I give you a little envelope to the American Children's Home, and I ask you to make a contribution to them, because that was one of the places that we would send money to, to charities. And so even when Joey was alive. So it was a good thing to do. And, I think we've gone through, 100 of them or so, I'll probably, print a few more, as I run out. Yeah.
Well, you do the birthday bash for him in Thomasville every year.
Yes. Well, with Thomasville election, wherever I can get a venue that will, be large enough and have food and things, drinks, so we don't have to do a lot ourselves except just put the thing together. Yeah. But we have an auction and usually good music, different groups, and might get you and Sam to come out this year and do it with me. We would absolutely love to. It's always on the first Sunday of December. His birthday was December 7th, so I always try to do it on whatever the first Sunday is. Yeah. I think the last one we did was on his birthday, which was cool. Yeah, that's super cool. That was kind of a nice thing. So.
We would love to come out and play for that. I've gotten to come to it one time whenever it was over in Thomasville, and it was a super, super great event. If everybody follows you on Facebook and checks out your website, I know that they'll be able to see that come up on there.
So it's always on there.
You'll have to come to this next one.
Absolutely. So we have a good time. Yeah. It's like good wholesome fun for the whole family. Yeah. So, it's what we like.
So tell me a little bit about some of the other albums that you've recorded, maybe a little bit how they tie into some of the songs that you did today. Are those newer songs, or?
No, I don't think I did anything new today on that. They were from some of the older ones. I've put out three solo albums myself. Four solo albums. The first one was Silvertone Memories. The second one was recorded with Danny and Timmy Carter out there in Nashville. It was middle of the road. Then I had the gospel album called The Gospel Truth, and I worked with your dad on that whole thing, with the exception of a few songs I'd recorded at another studio and brought them in.
Is that the one that I got to sing on?
Yes, the one where you were 8 years old and sang. Yes, I love that. I get a lot of compliments on that too. Where you sang "Jesus Loves Me" before "Wonder of a Child," and then you tagged it with the chorus of "Jesus Loves Me." It worked out perfect, so it was good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And then the last one I did with your dad was the last one he did, and I was. We just been through so much together, and he did it, and it was called "Drunken Love Songs and Alligator Tales."
And I got to do a song on that.
And you
one
got
too.
to sing on that one. I had a song called
"Drunk Dialing."
Drunk Dialing Again. Yeah, a friend of mine gave me that line, and one night, Irma, she gave me that line. She says, "Yeah, I was drunk dialing last night," and I said, "Oh my God, Irma, drunk dialing again." I said, "That's a song." So I started writing it, and it came up, and I had an idea at the very tail end of it to have. 2 or 3 women talking, at the very end of it. A phone rang. We had a phone ring at the end of the song, and women started talking, and they were like, "Did he call you last night?" And yeah, he called me at 3:00 in the morning, and and it went on. What it did.
I think I came on there and I was like, "Yeah, he called me too. I can't believe him."
Yeah, and then you had my favorite line at the very tail end of it. You said, "I think I'm going to change my number."
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
I've had a couple people that made me feel like I didn't need to change my number.
Yeah, me too. Especially telemarketers.
Yeah, I know that's right. But so I want to hear a little bit more about your son Joey, if you're good with that.
He was a great little. I always called him an old black man trapped in a young white boy's body.
Yeah.
Because he was a blues man. He could wear the blues out.
Yeah.
But he loved all kinds of stuff, kind of like me. I'm just across the board, and so was he.
Yeah.
So he played with me in the bluegrass, Mother Tucker bluegrass that I had for about 5 years. He was at the tail end of that. He played guitar with me. And then he started recording his stuff, and he had told people that he was going to die in a car accident, and I didn't think it'd be as soon as it was, but we got through playing Liberty Steakhouse one night, and last words I said to him, son, please, he was driving one of my vans. I said, son, be careful, please, and I love you. And he went down Burton Road and had the accident, and I went home. Then the highway patrol came the next morning, and we went through all that, and so it was a pretty tough part of our life. His mother and me. Then she came back from Florida and didn't have a place to go, so being the kind-hearted guy I am, I let her move back into the house platonically, and we just carried on. Then she started singing with me. We sang together for a lot of years until she remarried again. And so that's,
I remember when I was little and I would come home from school, Dad would have to go pick me up, and then we'd come back to the studio and I would be doing my homework down there and you would be recording and she would be helping me with some of my homework. And I had this little Irish whistle that my dad has downstairs that I'm not going to lie, I still get it out at my grown age now and try to fiddle around with it sometimes.
They're fun.
But she taught me some old sailor tunes on it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she was part Irish, so she had that in her.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah. I usually wind up on the wrong end of the Irish, so yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, another song you did today, I know you did one cover, and it was Marie Laveau, and I love that song.
That's your favorite.
Yeah,
That's
I know. I love your version of that song.
It's a good tune.
It's super unique and stuff, and it's so cool. So
it's just a good tune. I took Bobby Bear's version and kind of made it mine. That's the way I do all songs.
Yeah.
They've already played it like they played it, so I can copy it, or I can do it like I see it, which I'm an artist anyway. I draw and paint, and so it was just, I want to do it like I like it.
Yeah. A compliment that me and Sam get every once in a while is that people will tell us that they love the version that we did of that song, and sometimes when they say that to me, I'm very grateful. For any time somebody wants to say something kind about what I'm doing.
Exactly.
But I don't even notice I'm doing it different. I'm just playing the song the best way I know, and it just happens to be my own little spin on it. I feel like a lot of musicians are that way. Sometimes you're just kind of playing it, and it ends up being your own version before you ever even know it.
Well, that's what makes it authentic.
Yeah.
You see, because you're playing it from your heart instead of just playing it from copying what you already know.
Yeah.
And being a songwriter, I like to change things up anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you made a comment a few minutes ago about how you just like kind of everything. Like when it comes to music, you have a whole broad, spectrum of what you like. What are some other things that you like that are a little bit different compared to maybe the stuff you're typically doing?
Well, I'm a big jazz guy. I love jazz music. I got 2 radio stations in my truck or my van that I listen to. One is WSNC out of Winston-Salem, which is a jazz station, and the other one's 98.1 out of Galax, the old country station. And those are the 2 I listen to. Now I do have 98.7 Simon, just in case the other 2 kind of peter out, and you can't get them coming through properly, and then I'll punch that one to get through, because I think my CD player's broke in the truck, so I can't.
Well, me and Sam have done a lot of listening to 98.1.
Oh, that's a good station. I love that. I played at the Rex Theater up there one time of one of their things, and we got to go outside and listen, to the other guys, that were with us. There was like 2 of us, 2 groups went up, and we did this thing, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we went outside and listened to them, which was kind of neat. I said, dang, I was just in there leaning here around in the van listening to them.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
You can you can't really get 98.1 super clear here at my house.
Yeah.
But when I'm up Sam's way or, 15 minutes closer, then I can listen to it all I want,
Yeah, it's when you get into High Point here, it just tends to fade out a little bit. I guess it's all the other things going on,
Yeah.
all the electricity or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd say that about High Point.
I know. I was talking to Sam
All
about
the
that.
electricity going on.
I used to hear my dad, he has a song actually called Back in Time about it. But he used to, you always hear older folks talk about how it's just not the same whenever they were little. But I get it now. I don't know. I drive through my town and suddenly there's a 7 brew coffee and 15 places to wash your car. So I'm not complaining about the 7 brew though.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
And there's only 2 types of music I really don't. I don't understand opera, so I guess I don't appreciate it because it's usually in Italian or whatever, or German or whatever. So, and then rap because that's just a beat to me. It's a beat. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
that's what I hear. And I'm not knocking it, but it's just it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like growing up, I've always just been super into anything I could get my hands on. I feel like some of the best musicians are like that. And people will tell me sometimes that, I don't really like that. Or I don't really, not saying that you were doing that, but they'll be kind of rude about it. And it's always been super easy for me to appreciate anything that someone spends their time working on because I know how hard it's been for me to funnel my feelings and to write songs and to get something out that I feel like is really worth it. And it's hard for me to ever say that anything anyone else puts out isn't great because they spent their time on it. And
everybody's different. Everybody's got their taste, certain tastes. There's different ways of doing everything. So that's why when people ask me who's your favorite, well, I mean, at what?
Yeah.
There's so many different styles and types and things, and I mean, I don't know how many guitar players that I appreciate, what they do, and they all play different stuff, and I just try to learn from everybody, steal from everybody, like everybody else has done over the years.
Yeah,
everybody steals from somebody when you licks and things.
If I really were to tell the people that are asking about, who my favorites are and the people I really take inspiration from, they wouldn't know who I was talking about anyways.
Me too. Yeah. So Billy Joe Shaver, who's that? Yeah.
I go out and play music and, not that I ever mind being put in a country box because, I grew up listening to country music. I feel like what we're doing right now has a very down-home country vibe, but, there's so many other things out there and people just wouldn't understand if I told them that, I'm taking inspiration from 1940s, Billie Holiday.
Oh yeah, loved her.
And when I'm doing stuff that people don't even realize.
I love it when they play her on the jazz station because I get to hear her. I'm like, her voice was just it's just so unique.
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody else sing like her.
Yeah. Well, people don't always realize that jazz is. Everything's rooted in jazz. Blues came from jazz, and Willie Nelson, he wasn't a country singer; he was a jazz singer.
Yeah, that's the way his phrasing is always a little off. Frank Sinatra, same way.
Yeah,
he sang behind the beat a little bit every time. So
that's a super impressive.
I'm just lucky to sing. So
yeah, I know. Me too. I'm happy if I got to sing 15 notes. I hope 10 of them come out right, and if they do, I'm going home happy.
There you go.
Yeah,
with the check.
Yeah, with the check.
Or the cash. I prefer the cash, but
cash is king.
Yeah, so. Always till they take it away.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming out today, Tuck. So where can everybody that's watching Mitch's Pickin Parlor find you after this episode?
Well, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you. I've enjoyed it. It's good catching up with you. We don't get to hang out as often as we used to, but I appreciate the time. I have a webpage. It's davistucker.com. You can find me there. There's all kinds of videos, thanks to my buddy Patrick Tucker on YouTube. You can find my music there. I'm also on davistucker.bandcamp.com. You can find my latest CD, which is Drunken Love Songs and Alligator Tales. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a good, funny, a lot of funny little songs and things on it, and it's a well produced. Mitch Snow and I produced it, and I miss him, and looking forward to finishing up this next one I'm working on with his son Brandon. So, and I want to thank you again for having me, because this was just a lot of fun.
This was so much fun. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching Mitch's Pickin Parlor, the Red Shed Sessions, and we'll see you next month with another episode.
Yeehaw!
Thank you, Tuck.
Always a pleasure, darling. Always a pleasure. I had a real good time, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Mitch's Pickin Parlor, the Red Shed
See?
3, 2, 1, action.
Howdy, folks. I'm Davis Tucker. We're here today to do a little picking for you at Mitch's Pickin Parlor. The Red Shed, is that correct? Red Shed. At the Red Barn Sessions. Red Sheds. Well, let me get it again. Red Shed. What? Do it again. Series. Sessions. Boy, that's hard to say. Red Shed Sessions. You got it wrapped around my eye tooth. I couldn't see a thing. Red Shed Sessions. Red Shed Sessions. Red Shed Sessions. Howdy, folks. We're here today to do a little picking for you at Mitch's Pickin Parlor. It's the Red Shed Sessions, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. My name's Davis Tucker.